Welcome back to another episode of Access Code Podcast, hosted by, with my mama watching this, Cody. But for everybody else, Code. Now, this week, I got an artist because he already told y'all he's not a rapper.
Yep,
Benny
for
P.
sure.
What is going on, brother?
Man. Nothing. Chilling. How about you?
Oh, doing good, blessed. You know, great to have you on this week's episode.
Man, I appreciate you.
Of course. So let's get into it. We're gonna dive into it because you got some things that you dropped recently and everything. We're gonna get into that a little later on, but we're gonna start off like this because everybody has a beginning. We're gonna go into it. How'd you get your start in music? Like, what inspired you?
Man, I used to want to be a producer.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to produce.
Okay. Have you done any producing or just strictly?
Man, I was trying and it didn't go nowhere. So I had to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I had always been pushed to go to the studio by Ace. Ace was always at Castle Row and stuff like that.
Oh, in Dale City.
Yep.
Okay.
And, he kind of had me go in with him and do a song, and ever since then,
just kind of clicked.
Yeah.
Kind of clicked. All right. Hey, Ace has actually been on the show, y'all, early on this year and everything. So if you haven't checked out the episode, definitely check that out. We'll get to that a little bit on too, because we gotta. I gotta know about Benny P a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta build up into it.
Of course. But are you originally from Oklahoma?
No, I'm from Oakland, California.
Oakland. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you make the move out here?
Man, when I was. It's been over 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm basically from here too.
You said what?
I'm basically from here too.
Yeah. So I'm happy that you did make that move and everything. Did any of the music from Oakland kind of inspire what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
It
for
did?
sure. Yeah,
Cool,
for sure.
Cool. So how would you describe your music style?
Unorthodox. Different.
Okay.
Authentic.
Okay.
Organic. Genuine.
Yeah.
And I'm painting the picture for sure.
Yeah.
Painting the picture.
Yeah, I could definitely tell from what I've heard because it isn't, because you don't really necessarily, now I'm not saying a lot of people all in a box, but I can see that some people do have their own lanes and everything. And especially because what I've learned from doing the show, a lot of people aren't from here, and then you can kind of like, okay, I could tell that they kind of got a little bit from that little swagger from where they from, and then they bring it over here, and then it kind of like, it meshes well.
It blends.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Because I don't really think we really have necessarily a sound, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think a lot of people, because because we don't want to all sound the exact same. Because it's like if I go out, it's like, well, shit, it's like 5 people that sound like y'all.
But when you say that, people don't understand it,
right?
And they get a little angry at it because they don't really listen to words.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because musically, it's subjective.
Yep,
you want
for sure.
to, you want to stand out. And I feel like that's what you and Ru do as well. So I think you guys definitely have that. And so knowing the fact that now you're not from Oklahoma,
it makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. What's the best part of being an artist?
Being creative. Being able to express yourself.
Yeah.
I can't draw. I can't sing. So rapping is the only way I can kind of express myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you I'm sure that you had probably like personal experiences that like, yo, let me just kind of
for sure.
get into that mindset for real.
For sure.
Okay.
It's very therapeutic for sure.
Yeah. How long you been doing music actually?
About 3-4 years now.
Oh, so it's still fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Okay, you know what? But here's the thing: I wouldn't have been able to tell.
Oh man, I appreciate
that.
that.
Like for real, because it's like and not to say bad thing,
but if you listen to my old, you have to look at my videos.
Yeah, back in the day,
because Spotify kind of messed me up with a name change. So a lot of my if you see Ruin Blues 2, it was a Ruin Blues 1 on there.
Yeah,
and a lot of my stuff I had to start all over.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I never found it. So I'm like, all right, because I was gonna ask about that, but then I never found it. So I was like, okay, because you had a last name or something, right? Or did you have to change it?
That was during the name change.
Oh, okay.
All my Benny P music was going to someone else's page, and their music was coming to my page. So on Apple Music, so it was kind of blending, and I had to change my name, and then I guess it just got all mixed up, so I had to start all over.
Right.
I'm gonna be re-uploading all my old music soon.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. All right, cool. Now, but you also got music videos, like Letters to Myself and also Bel Air with Ace and everything. What's the best music video you shot so far?
Oh man, Hey, you put me on the spot with that one. Ice on the Lake.
Ice on the Lake. Okay.
Ice on the Lake. With my brother, Baby Ram.
Yeah.
He produced it. Letter to Myself. Because it was deep. I felt it. Yeah. And it was the way I painted it. It looked like I was writing a letter to myself at the end because it was two of me. I kind of passed the letter to myself, and it's something that I needed to hear. I want to play this back and be able, when I get into that moment where I want to stop or I get frustrated, I took some losses in this and played a song, and it kind of pushed me through.
Okay, yeah, and I respect that because I would say like I do like when people kind of like be vulnerable and can be able to like, because that shows that that's how people can be an artist.
For sure.
Because sometimes, we may not always want to hear the turned up music. We gonna have it, let's have a fun time. But sometimes you gotta have that one track because somebody gonna relate to it.
Yep.
Either way, you may not necessarily be through you can have 10 situations in one song. I may not be able to live all 10, but I can relate to it in a way, and I respect that for real.
Then I want to give variety.
Yeah.
Not everything can be about the streets, be about love, be about. I just want to give variety for everybody to listen to.
Right. I appreciate that. Yeah. Now we talked about him earlier, Ace Ru. Got some collaborations. Let me ask you this: when did that friendship start?
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin. Okay.
It's like a brother. He was raised up like my brother, but that's my cousin.
Okay. Because I always find out these things. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, our moms are sisters. So
okay.
So it's like close.
Okay, so y'all always had that bond.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So I'm assuming, did he do music before you?
Yep. He was doing music before me.
Okay.
He had always been like writing music and everything. I just wanted to get in where I fit in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It's like the whole saying, not everybody in a group should be the rapper.
Right.
Somebody, but the producing wasn't cutting it.
So I'm like, well, but you didn't want to give up on necessarily for music, so it's like, all right, let me give this a try. So when did you write your first rhyme?
Man. I had a song that I produced that, I'm still learning it now, but the business side of networking and getting to know people so you can send the beats out. In my mind, I'm thinking that, nobody just wants to get on my beats, you know what I mean? So I start getting on my own beats. Ace was writing to him. He had an open verse, and I just kind of wrote a verse to it. And that was about 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Okay. Nice. So, how would y'all describe y'all work and relationship together? Man. Consistent.
Always doing it. Yeah.
We're working on another tape soon.
Okay.
So I've been kind of focusing on myself and trying to bring me up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Trying to level up myself and my flow, focus on me, and learn how to market myself and everything.
Okay, and it does make sense. That does make sense. And then, we recording this, but a few days ago, the first time I got to see, actually the first time I got to meet you.
Yeah,
and Trippin' Friends, Vibes.
Shout out Trip.
Yeah, shout out to Trip, always, one of my favorite people, for real. And you guys got on the stage and just killed it, did your thing. It was good to see you actually perform and stuff. I think this would have, because this is my first time seeing you, so I got to see you and then boom,
normally I have to. Timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. Yeah, it was, and stuff. First thing he said to me, like, I'm gonna see you on Sunday. Yeah. But I mean, what's performing like, have you done many shows since then? Or not like since that time, but like, how many shows have you been doing like recently?
Man, before then I had about 2 shows. I had Ace threw one. He had a show that he threw.
Okay.
And I was at a farmer's market show.
Oh, okay.
Then.
Okay.
But like I said, I just kind of locked in and start focusing on myself and building the flow.
Right.
Because it's already unique. So I'm trying to like tone in and just build it up.
Right. Okay, cool. Yeah. Now outside of making music, do you have any other hobbies you're into?
Man. The gym.
I feel you.
Man, that's really all.
That's all?
Really working. But you don't want to talk about
that. I got you. Nah, I got you. Yeah.
But that's really all. Music. My life's revolving around music right now.
Nice. All right. Now, let's. I want to get into this project. You had just released this year. October 27th, day before my birthday. I always want to make sure I can say that. I ain't gonna lie. Ru and Blues 2. Excuse me. And you know, 7 tracks. It was 7, right? Yeah.
Yep,
I would
7.
make sure, yeah, because I got everything right here. So one, what comes up with the concept of making this project?
Like I said, I'm trying to build myself, and I'm basically building a world. So I'm basically bringing y'all into my world. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And that's my definition of what R&B is.
Nice.
Like I said, I can't sing, so I have to do what I can.
Yeah.
And it's basically rapping, but it's ruin blues.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I like that.
The Ru part is my past. You know what I mean? It's basically bringing my past and incorporating it into some kind of soulful trap. I can't put it. I'm still. You know what I'm saying?
No, hey, I feel you. You know, and definitely we can get more of the insight of it because there's a lot of times like, hey, just because like I remember mentioning like you can have a 2-minute song, but don't mean the situation itself was 2 minutes.
That's facts.
So doing stuff like this, interviews, and get more like, hey, what was your process like? What was this like? You know, so and that's why I like to do these things because it's like, hey. You know, I can enjoy the music, but then getting a more of a different side of it makes sense. And like, oh, okay, I see what he went with this. I see how he wrote this. I see where he went with, you know, doing stuff like that. Oh, and you explained it well. So, but can you tell me the difference between Ruin Blues 1 and the second one?
Growth. A lot of growth.
I like that.
A lot of pain. A lot of doubts. Yeah, a lot of doubts, a lot of opening up, becoming vulnerable, like you said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Letting a lot of people into my past and my present, bringing you into my world, really building that world for people to come to.
I love to hear that. What's your favorite song on the project?
Better
if you
Days.
had to pick one, huh?
Better Days.
Better Days. I like that. Yeah, and it was a good way to end the project too, because it was a good closer. You know,
A lot of people say that too.
Yeah, a lot of people say
yeah.
that. I mean, so when you had the the track listed, you had to make sure that was gonna be that last one for sure.
Man, Better Days was probably like the 3rd song I ever wrote. So that was from the past.
Oh, and then you brought it into
Okay,
all in perspective actually.
For sure,
I love that
for sure. And it was I heard the beat. My producer, Baby Rim, he played the beat, engineer too.
Okay.
And it just came out. I remembered the old lyrics and everything. 'Cause I kind of write and I kind of memorize, if that makes sense.
And it does make sense.
Because that's what brings the orthodox, I think. Like,
right.
Yeah, man. I think Better Days. Better Days for sure.
Now, for me, I do, I would say my favorite was Kissing You because I do like, I love the original version. So it's just that beat, just a good way of doing it. And you flowed on it real well.
Man,
so
appreciate you.
I got you, yeah.
And I told that story. It was kind of a story all the way through.
Yeah. I like how you opened it up, with that line, missing you, kissing you, and everything. Yeah, for real. So what has to been the reception that you received from Ruin Blue 2?
A lot of people like Kissing You. For sure, and Better Days.
Okay.
But a lot of people say it's different. You can hear the pain. I'm painting the story from the beginning to the end. And it's just giving you a new me, if that makes sense. A new Benny. Because I have been locked away. I haven't been going out, haven't been doing anything like that. And I'm finally starting to pop out and network and everything.
Yeah.
So it's basically giving you a new me and show you what I've grown to.
Yeah. I like that. I like to hear that. And actually, I had this question. You pretty much answered it earlier. I was going to ask you. You feel like you've grown musically from your previous projects, but apparently you have. Especially for the fact that you've been doing this, but at the same time, it all comes into like, all right, well, this is where I'm at now, and then what we get now, knowing the fact that even more stuff, which you're gonna probably release in the future, is gonna come right together. So I do like that.
But I still got growing to do, though, man.
You still got growing to do.
A lot of it, man.
Yeah. And it's just it's life. That's how we do things and stuff for sure. But you also released another song recently, GTA. Yeah, that came out in December and everything. What was that concept like of coming out with this song?
Man, I think we were playing GTA, me and my brother.
Nice.
I mean, everybody plays Grand Theft Auto, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was the line. we in the street like potholes, but trying to steer away. I was basically just painting all of. My brother kind of said it after he produced it and heard it, because when I write, I really don't have a thought in my mind. I think my brain just goes with the flow. And he kind of said that I was just painting the picture for GTA.
Okay, yeah, okay. Are you getting that 6, the GTA 6?
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm waiting on that, man. They keep pushing it back, though.
You know, it's so crazy. A lot of people say, like, a lot of things have happened since the last release. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, man. They keep pushing that back. And I'm shooting a video for that, too.
Okay, cool. So be on the lookout for that, y'all.
For sure.
Also, access code playlist. GTA as well as Kiss You is on the playlist. So, you know, just want to go ahead and push that as well, for real,
Love
for
that,
real.
man. Appreciate that.
Oh, I got you. It is on Apple Music, just in case if anybody is wondering. So I just wanted to
Spotify, too.
Yeah. All right. So what is the best advice you've been given?
Not everybody's going to be proud of you. Not everybody can go.
I like that.
Head up, chest out.
For real.
Keep your head up and chest out, because I mean it's gonna get hard for sure.
Yeah. Now, since you are from Oakland and stuff, and you from here as well, but do you have any big influences in the game, like people that you definitely like listening to outside of yourself?
Are we just talking about Oakland? Or
it could be in general, really.
I fuck with She Is KO.
Oh,
KO.
My bad. I ain't here gonna lie, yo. The way you said it, I was like, hold on. Oh, I see what you mean. KO, yeah.
Yeah, KO.
The friend of the show, been on the show and everything like that. Shout out to KO for real.
Shout out KO.
Dropped a dope project back, I wouldn't say in October and stuff, November, October, yeah. Shout out to her for real.
For her for sure, because in the beginning, that was my first co-sign.
Really?
Yeah.
That's big.
But it was, like I said, Spotify kind of got me. She got on my first song, Sriracha.
Okay,
and, It was a remix.
Yeah.
So yeah, She Is KO. My brother Baby Ram, his beats and everything. Ace Ru Hillz. I really listen to a lot of R&B though, man.
Hey, it's bad.
It's
R&B podcast too sometimes.
Total. Tony Snow.
Nice.
That's a rapper from Atlanta. Currency.
Yeah, spit out.
Andre 3000.
Nice.
Andre 3000 for sure.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people try to say my cadence and everything.
Oh, okay. Good
so
comparisons.
I've been kind of, studying.
I feel you.
Man, there's a lot of artists out here, man, that I listen to. I try to take a little piece from everybody.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Hold that thought for that part, because I'm gonna get to that a little later on.
Okay.
Because I definitely got a spot for that, for everything like that. But actually, we'll just go ahead and get into the games right now. So the 5 W's. Now, I don't do no why when it comes to the 5 W's. So it's who, what, when, would, and where. But we're gonna start off with who. Who was your celebrity crush?
Man. You got me with that one.
And if it's multiple, it's all good. It's all good.
Carrie Hilson.
Oh, hey, yo. It's the first. Y'all.
Carrie Hilson.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all for real. Carrie was one of my biggest crushes back in the day. I hope we get some new music from her and everything like that. She's still fine as hell.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. My wife knows and everything like that. So that's a good one.
Carrie Hilson, Erykah Badu.
Oh, okay.
But I from a distance.
Hold on. Is it personality or looks? And it's not
personality.
And the only reason why I said that, y'all, is because if I hear that, I'm not saying that she looks bad. Beautiful black queen. I think it's like sometimes somebody's energy.
Yeah.
You could be attracted to their energy and just something about them, and then it makes them even more like, dang, like, okay. So when you said that, I kind of felt like I knew where you were going. But yeah, Erykah Badu's energy is just up there. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's another reason you gotta kind of love her from a distance.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. I get you.
But I think that's all.
Okay.
That's all for those.
All right. What is your favorite album?
Man, can I name two?
Two. Yeah, go ahead.
The Carter 3.
The Carter 3. Okay.
Nipsey's
it don't even matter.
It don't even matter.
Nipsey was great. Yeah, for real.
The Old Gang. The old game, like documentary game.
That early one.
Yeah, early.
Yeah.
Man, I think that's all on those. That's all on those.
When is the best time to write a song?
When you're going through it. When you have a lot on your mind.
And then just can be able to
That's
pour
when
it
it
out
flows.
on that page and everything.
It
I
flows.
feel you.
Sometimes it don't. I don't even write it when I'm going through it. It's more of a punch in, you know.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, just punching in and kind of saying what I feel.
You know what's so crazy? And not to interrupt you on that, but I think I've noticed that as well on your music. Because it's like punch, next line, punch, next time. I've been noticing that. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because it's like, in a way, if I was describing, I'm like, okay, I see what he's doing. But I like the fact that it's not necessarily just, some people I could love the all the way through.
Yeah.
But I see boom punches. I like that. So because I remember listening to him, I'm like, okay, I kind of see where he's going with it. But I like it how you did it.
Still building.
You're still building. I feel you. All right. For what would you rather get $1 million today or 100,000 a year for the next 10 years?
100,000 for the next 10 years.
And just be able to have that direct deposit just show up.
I need that cap too, because if I get that million right then and there,
you just going with that.
you know what I mean?
You need that cap to be capping about that.
Safety, just the safety. For sure.
All right, and for where's the best place you travel to?
Man, I want to go out of country, so in the future, but California. Nice. California.
Nice. All right. So, reason why I had you stop earlier with the artists because I do have the game, and I'm just asking y'all. So I'm just asking for these on these questions. So the one I love asking, especially for the first time people that's been on the show, artists as well. What is your top 3 or 5 underappreciated artists in Oklahoma? Like who still needs that shine that's really just on the ground? And hey, I know a lot of people got different answers and stuff like that. And also when Ace Ru Hillz was on the show, he mentioned you on this part. So,
man, but then that goes into what I was saying earlier. So when I say this, some people still have work to put in. You know what I mean? Like myself, so I won't put myself on that list.
And it's your answer too. Yeah.
KO. My brother Baby Ram. Could producers count?
Yeah, you work too. Yeah, shoot.
C4?
C4. Oh, hold on. There's 2 of them.
The produced by C4.
Okay.
Producer.
Okay.
The R&B one. Let me see. Man. Now you put me on the spot.
Oh, my bad.
Now you good. Now you gotta be thinking, man.
Yeah.
How many was that so far?
Oh, actually, that's 3. So
That's
I mean,
3.
if you want to cut it,
3. That's 4. That's 4.
Oh, 4. Okay, yeah.
Was it? Was that
See
4?
with KO, Baby Ram, C4.
KO, C4. Trip. Man, who's somebody that's putting in work there? So many people, man. I just cut it there.
Good. Hey, that works.
I mean, not no diss to nobody else. You know what I mean? At all.
So everybody do have their own, not only their own styles, but then like their own, the people who is listening to them, like the fans and stuff like that. So, even as artists, I'm sure when y'all go to shows, y'all see some people, and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna check this person out more, just to kind of do that, and then you kind of remember that name, and then even in the future, maybe be collaborations and stuff
and then,
like that.
That goes across the board too, like as in shows, how you market yourself, your flow, you know what I mean, your delivery, all of that stuff. So I'm taking all that into consideration. A lot of people I haven't got to get out and see a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because even like that, like for me, I don't know everybody, but it's always something like this is the reason why y'all support is the best thing that can happen for a lot of people, no matter what is going on. If it's music, if it's podcasts, if it's clothing lines, if it's food businesses, whatever, that's the reason why I like sharing people's stuff on the stories and stuff to kind of like get people familiar, because a lot of people, even when I share, people that follow me may not even knew who that was, so now they got more listeners and eyes on the product and stuff. Even like how this podcast can go and stuff like that, and then like how me and you connected, like you've seen the product and stuff, and then we tapped in. So it's just like that's how things happen: building bonds and networking and shaking hands and just meeting people face to face.
And it costs $0.
It does, yeah. For support, it costs $0. So y'all, that's one thing I like doing, because and a lot of times, a lot of people may not be on my radar, but let me okay, cool, because I like to do my research, also doing that. Actually, you've had an article written about you recently too. Yeah. And it's so crazy. I actually pasted it in, but then it didn't connect on the computer at the time and stuff like that. I literally forgot the name of the article.
It was from Folk and Pop.
Thank you, Folk and Pop. Check that out for real. That is a great article about the project that Benny had just did. So y'all, even when y'all listen to this, go ahead and check that out too. Sure. Anything possible, just go ahead and just Google and do your research, and you can find a lot more information about that stuff for real. What for the game still? Would you rather go to jail for 8 years or go to war for 4 years?
Go to war for 4 years.
Go to war for 4. I think you're the second person that said that.
I go to war for 4 years. I've never been in jail, and that's like that.
I feel you. I haven't either. And you hope to not do that.
That's not.
Yeah, I feel you.
Being around dudes all day.
I got 7 more years.
I'm gonna be irritated. Man.
All right, so say you about to go on tour, and you need 3 artists to go with you. Now they can already be famous. They can be up and coming. Don't matter. Who is the 3 people that you gonna bring on tour? This is your tour too. You are headlining.
Man, Currency.
Hey, I love that.
Tony Snow.
Okay.
Then you got to bring somebody that's gonna bring. I'm trying to hit every aspect.
Yeah.
Either RK Nephew or RKX Nephew or RX Poppy.
Okay. All right. And so what else you got working on right now?
Me and my brother working on an album.
Nice.
My first one. Like I said, I'm about to re-release all my old music that was lost, so people can keep on listening to that.
Yeah.
It'll have Sriracha, New Balance, all the stuff that everybody wanted to hear. Back then, 2 a.m. I got videos dropping.
Nice.
I'm networking. That's my major thing, man. Just networking.
I'm
trying to network more. Yeah,
I feel you.
Because you can have the best song in the world, but if you don't push it out there and connect with the right people, then it's not gonna go nowhere.
Right. And yeah, we're gonna make sure we also do that over here too. So last question I want to ask you, because anytime when people kind of get into a little bit more about the person, and we see yourself in 5 years, we see yourself in 10 years, but over here I ask, we see yourself in 2 years.
In 2 years? I don't think I'm not. That's why I wanted to be a producer, and I'm not all about the fame and everything. So I just want to be comfortable.
Nice.
Making music, being able to do what I want to do music-wise, travel, open doors.
Nice.
Because this is what the music is for at the end of the day. It's a stepping stone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to open doors for other people. I got people that really don't have a lot.
Right.
So they need the opportunities to get out there and make some money or get out the streets, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah. All right. Well, will everybody know where they can find you, so we can get, everybody can get tapped in.
You can follow me on Instagram at 1500 Degrees Benny, Facebook Benny Williams, YouTube Benny Hot Ice, Spotify Benny P, all streaming platforms Benny P.
All right, all streaming platforms Benny P. And to everyone that's watching right now, because I got to say it, I love you guys. I truly do. Thank you once again to Benny P for being on this week's episode. Shout out to y'all for watching, and we'll see you next time.